And welcome back to AniPeeps, your go-to destination for all things manga and anime related. I'm one of your co-hosts, Boom. Along with me today is one of the boys. We do have the one, the legend, the myth, Boggs. Benny, how you feeling, my man?
I'm doing good. Just you and me again, but another fire list for both of us to kind of review. Pretty excited for it. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep. Once again, like Boggs says, we are doing actually another CBR list, and we do have a good one for you guys. Going with our dere themes, I guess you call it. But as always, we do have a meme to start off today. And today's meme of the day is when you tell her you bring home six figures a month, but it's actually Annie figures. I know for
Ooh,
me, Boggs, I think I have a problem with the Nendroids right now. So easy, good
there's
quality.
they're too easy to collect, and like you said, for like small figures, they're like really well done.
It's
Easy to stack on the shelf, and
exactly space and niche shows as well. Sometimes it's not a good quality figure, it's a cheap figure, so you get an Android for 20, $30, maybe high end is probably 60, 70, and you know you're getting quality every single time, just like the show.
yeah, that's a problem with Nendroid, where it's like too tempting when you get a character from one series and they come in twos or threes. Like say a K-On. You get one of the girls, you want the rest, or if you get like a girl from a harem series or pretty much any show, you kind of want to pair them up. With pretty much most of the cast at least. So
I know, man.
the the danger of an Nendroids.
It is a danger. And today's list is gonna be 10 best Kuudere female characters.
Yeah, maybe we might do one more data list, but we've tackled quite a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, we did. This will be our third.
Correct. Well, I think we did
I th-
Dandere,
yeah,
Tsundere, and Kudere now. Um, Possibly even a
maybe we'll
Yandere next. Maybe all
yeah
the Deres
maybe
is
we'll
coming
get to the
soon.
yanderes, but uh,
Um,
I'm
so
pretty
again,
excited for this one.
I as well. Just to give you rough basis, what I come to understanding what kundere is, Boggs. I know you're the expert at these type of terms, so you do want to correct it. Kunderes are confused as danderes at times, but kundere
And
has a
your
icy.
screen too. My bad.
Yep, has an icy demeanor. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and
Yeah, they're pretty characterized as kind of yeah, like you said,
apologies for that,
they could
Boggs.
be they could, no, you're good, you're good. They could be thought of like as ice cold. Sometimes they're a little too kind of closed off, where, they could give a bad impression to their surrounding characters. But, we can see from the top three, they're pretty, they do kind of fit the kudere, but they're kuderes in their own right, different kinds. But, I mean, how do you feel about this archetype?
I do like this archetype. It's almost like mysterious, you know what I mean? But like same
Hmm.
thing with the Dandares. Once you know them, they become like soft towards you, very kind hearted and almost caring for you, right? I think that's why maybe they're often confused with one another. Maybe that's why. But I do like
Yeah.
this dere, as one could say, a
Are
lot, just
are
because.
are you trying to trap me? Because I know the previous times, the first three usually do end up on the list. Are you trying to trap me with some male characters on the female character list? I'm not falling for a boom.
You
You
caught me.
almost had me, but
You caught me, my man. You caught me. You did
maybe
catch
we'll
me.
see free red. But
Yeah, but
I'd be
mhm.
be shocked to see low weight forger on the list.
You never know. You never know.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, without further ado, we didn't do the meme, so we're gonna go straight into it. I see number 10 right now, and I'm happy, and I'm truly happy that Aden gets it on the list, my man. Don't care about the
Nice,
ranking.
nice.
Love the show. Love everything about it. Glad she's on the list.
Yeah, I know how big of a fan you are of this series and the characters. So,
Although,
I would you put her higher or what?
um, again, I don't want to be too biased here, but because if you're talking about Aden, just a female character, she'd definitely be top 10. But is she a kudere, dude? Was she more of a
Done did it. I
yeah?
mean, I've only watched the one episode with you. It
Hmm.
depends. I think it really depends on. I feel like the main difference between the two is that, I mean, I guess the shyness factor. So like,
So
with romance, it could be a bit tricky.
I found
I don't
it.
know much about her, but I feel like
I
you're.
found
Uh, yeah,
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
I found she was a little more so shy than like icy or like maybe I don't know. This one's a gray area. Maybe that's why she's number 10. She could have went with
Yeah, that's a
either
good
one
point.
because
That is a good point.
again, me I don't know. For me, I felt she was more so shy than like trying to be more put offy, right? But
But I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know I've seen scenes of it, like the kind of the rap one you showed me too.
OP,
Uh, yeah, like she, like maybe not like super shy, but just like quiet,
yeah,
Uh, not necessarily like calm and how I see most Kuudere being kind of more like calm and quiet out of maybe like confidence, but I mean, who knows? Maybe the text explains it because here it still says,
it
she reinvented how they express their affection. So
because doesn't like Kuya technically like doesn't know how to show emotion. Then I would rate her in here for sure because. Again,
yeah,
it's like you said, she's quiet because it's hard to express her emotions. She's very soft
hmm
spoken. So maybe for a textbook definition of a kudere, she would fit right in, I believe. Yep. So
I mean,
gentle features, you know.
yeah, I mean, I don't know much about her, but I could see her being both, which is also like a nice thing about like some of these characters where they don't really fit perfectly into any kind of archetype. They could be like a little bit mixed where you could categorize them as both, and I think those characters are pretty good, and uh, I could see why she's on this list.
And I can definitely see why she's number 10, just because maybe she is in that mixed right of
Yeah.
kudere and dandere. So I'm just happy she's on the list, dude. I feel like she
hmm
doesn't get that much love, which I feel like she should get. Fantastic show. If you only want to watch one episode, I don't know what you're doing actually. You need to finish the whole series. I don't know. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but it's just
Cough, cough.
but yeah, number 9. We're gonna go straight into it. More of a recent show, show that I personally enjoyed in the beginning, not towards the end, but we do have the Ice Sky. um, I don't. I'm guessing you haven't watched Boggs.
No, this is one I was interested in, and I know you said you're a big enjoyer of the first couple, and I remember you, kind of trying to get me on it, but I don't know why I never got around to it. But I mean, what do you think about this?
Similar to Aharen, she didn't know how to show her emotions, and it's almost like those animes where it's like the first time like relationship. They're both kind of nervous, but they both know how to express their emotions and things like that. So I do think she fits in
Yeah.
that aspect for sure. Once again, this is from the Ice Guy and with his cool female colleague. um, but yeah, like
Also,
before you were reading it, it does
go
say
ahead, go ahead.
similar to Aharen anime too. So,
Yeah,
predicting the future possibly. But yeah.
I mean, this one is. I guess the title is the Ice Guy. I mean, and it's cool female colleagues. So yeah, it as the title suggests for sure. Before we move on, Boom, I forgot. I guess we could kind of mention it as we move on. That maybe like top three or something like that. But
Hmm.
do you have any kind of uh top or someone you'd like to see? I know we already went through Aharen,
Yeah, yeah.
but
I would have definitely said Aharen in my captain, but um, for more, like you said in the beginning, I would love to see free run.
yeah, no, she's a
It's hard,
great example of it.
especially just female characters, right? More so. I
Do you
can't
know
think
if
of
this
any.
is more is this more modern or you think it goes through a bunch
I think it does
like
go through a bunch because it says best, right? So
okay.
right now I know we're hitting more so the newer animes that have come out, but hopefully we do see a little bit more. That's a little bit more older shows as well.
hmm
Um, Jeez, I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I know once I see more, I think I'll probably come up with a few. Is there any for you as well, Box? Or
Uh, I'll save one of like my favorite towards the end, but one a few that come to my head is Nico Robin from One
Mm,
Piece. Uh, also, uh, like when I think of like kind of cool type of female characters, I feel like Mikasa from AOT might
nice. That was a good one.
fit in there. You know, uh, but yeah, I'll save like my uh top two. I hope to see picks for the end.
And again, I haven't watched the show, but I'm guessing Ray is in here. That's my guess. Easy guess, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like Ray should be on this list for
And
sure.
I have a hunch that I know what your top one is, and I'll say that once we get closer to the top of the list as well. I have a hunch. I think I know what it is, boys.
Cool, cool. Looking forward to it.
And again, this show number 8. Okay, from Bleach. I think she's really more so like a side character. It's very very strange. Why the author of this list put this in there. Um,
Possibly a big Bleach fan, maybe.
yeah,
This might be their favorite girl.
yeah, it's funny because it's like it's a very niche character too. Not that much screen
Yeah,
time. Of course, she does have a little bit, but not like I would say even a supporting character, right? It just as you can
yeah,
guess,
that much of a
Boggs.
side.
Bleach has so many characters, just like One Piece has so many
Yeah.
characters, right? It's such a big show.
Mm,
But yeah, I guess happy to see Bleach on here. Bleach gets a lot of love. For me, I would have never thought of this character. Would have never put it on my top 10, even possibly top 20, for sure. But yeah, show some
yeah.
love. Show some love to the Bleach fans. Mo, we know you're
And
listening.
not hating. Probably just a big Bleach fan. It is what it
Yep.
is.
Number 7, Saki Hanajima.
Yeah. So she's from Fruits Basket. I mean,
Mm,
she's I think pretty solid character. I wouldn't call her kind of like what you were saying with the Bleach one. She's not really like the main character or anything, but uh pretty I mean, I like this character a lot. I don't think I'd put her in my top 10 list per se. Um but she also does remind me, I guess looks wise of another character which maybe we'll see on this list, and that's the girl from Real Life. She kind of looks like her, so maybe we'll see her on the list.
hmm Yeah, so far so good. We're gonna move on a bit from Fruits Basket. Number 6, we do have Angel Tachibana or Tachibana. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you've seen this.
So
I'm gonna scroll down for the
yeah,
show real
so
quick.
she's from Angel Beats. Um,
Love her character design.
she, yeah. I mean, I definitely see why she's on a top 10 list. Like she's a very textbook Kuudere character, and I mean, not my best girl in the show. I totally understand why she's on the list. Angel Beats pretty popular, and she's pretty iconic in regards to the archetype, I'd say. Um, maybe not like super iconic, but I could see her making it in a lot of people's lists, especially if they're an Angel Beats fan. So yeah, I
Almost
guess
that
solid pick.
non non biori. The name's blanking, but you know the character. Nampatsu character hair almost. If you
Yeah, yeah,
literally
Denge, yeah,
if you block out that face, that's her. Especially with the point
pretty,
too.
yeah. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I believe on to number 5. Yep. Okay, Mo, where are you? That's all I can say.
Uh,
Um, Risa, I believe Hawkeye is the name from Full Metal Alchemist, and I'm guessing Brotherhood as well. I think me and Boggs both haven't seen it. Fan of the opening song. That's all I can say. I don't want to say anything, you know, because I've never watched it. I don't want to hurt the fan base at all. If
yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. We'll say that Mo would likely approve. Let's
I'd
leave it
say
at that.
this would be. I don't know. We've seen Mo's top animes. It got snubbed. So
That's That is true.
But
Good
yeah.
point.
Oh, Brotherhood it was. Pretty sure the first one had it as well. Uh-oh. Wasn't expecting this. Um,
Yeah, not at all.
I do love her character though. Fiona from Spy Family. I believe it's Lloyd's coworker that's in love with him, right? If
Yeah,
I do remember correctly.
yeah. No, I liked her character quite a bit, especially
There
kind
we
of
go.
um the tennis arc. She
I
kind of had the spotlight there.
I really do love her. I think she's like a solid number 5 character. Number 4 is gotta be Lloyd's left hand man, Afro dude.
Oh God.
But I really do love her. Even her interactions with Anya was so
Yeah,
hilarious, dude. Because she can obviously read minds, right?
yeah, and she's kind of has pretty evil kind of voices in her head,
And
just because kind of like I like the heading Fiona Frost can't help crushing on Lloyd Forger.
literally mean to everybody besides Lloyd, dude.
Yeah.
I'm happy. This was a surprise, but this is a good surprise for me, Box. Would have never
No,
even thought about her. Love it.
yeah, this is one of those where once you see it's like, oh yeah,
Great
she
pick.
definitely fits in there. Yeah.
I don't know about the other picks, but this one was a great pick. Not judging too hard, but great pick for sure.
I like how her character design really fits kind of her ice cold demeanor as well,
Yeah, I do.
especially the eyes.
I really do love the short hair. I love the whole character design of her. Hopefully, see
Yeah.
more of her. The more seasons we get of Spy Family.
Hmm.
Maybe seen the. We may have seen her though. Like the end of her though. I feel like once you hit
Yeah.
that, she might not come back. But she's always
Probably
gonna have like a
probably
camp.
occasionally.
Yeah, like a little. Oh,
Yeah.
she's there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
guessed it,
okay.
Mikasa. I would have guessed a little bit higher, especially when you said that. Such a fan favorite, I feel. Um,
Yeah, especially because she's like a badass too, and
just look at that
absolute
stare.
beast.
Uh,
Yeah, no,
the
it looked
ending of it
quite.
too. I felt so bad for her, right?
Yeah, I mean, not much to say. Pretty iconic. So, you
Yeah.
know,
I think we both agree. It would be on my top 10. I don't know about you, Box, but I would definitely put her in. Um,
I think she fits the role pretty good. Uh, I
iconic, right?
Yeah, if it's iconic, especially with the more modern series, I'd put her in the iconic list. Like, if it's favorites, maybe not, but
Mm-hmm.
I think top threes, you know, uh, it's justifiable.
Understood. On to number 2 for this list. Again, Attack on Titan, Mikasa. Um, again, Box, you're going 2 for 2 right now. Um,
It's a pretty shonen heavy list, huh?
uh, I,
So
I
maybe
guess.
who I think's top one, maybe for
I
you,
don't remember
depending on
this.
when you guys.
Is she a Marine now? I
Camouflage.
was kind of hoping it was Boa instead of Nico Robin, but those are two of my favorite girls in One Piece, so I'm happy. I'm happy. Um,
Yeah,
Nico
I think
Robin is OP.
Nico Robin's more like calm, cool type. So,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, she like Mikasa, she's a badass and much needed crew member for the Straw Hats. I think she's like a super iconic one as well. So I think you could reason that she deserves to be in the top three.
100%. Also, I just want to point out, if it hasn't been said, this Robin is 10 times better than before time skip Robin, dude.
I don't know, man. I kind of like short hair Robin,
What do you mean short? Like this hair? I'm talking about
or
like
like
it just looks so different. Like it's almost like a
yeah,
straight in the front, like the cowboy hat Robin.
no, yeah, no. I kind of like the cowboy hat one.
I like
Kind
the
of
this one. I said this one, but I'm talking about like current Robin. This is current
yeah,
Robin,
no,
but I don't like the hat. it looks. I don't know.
yeah,
You
little
can't
beanie there.
compare that hat to this these two fly pictures, right?
Yeah, that's drip right there.
Yeah, but yeah, I both agree. Definitely deserves to be on the list. But
Yeah,
before we go on to number one, Boggs, is it okay if I try to guess what you think the number one is?
go for it.
I was thinking, show that you told me to watch. Steins Gate. Is it her?
Uh,
That's
no.
who.
So it wasn't who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Uh, especially like the thing with Steins Gate is like Kurisu is she's kind of I'd put her more on the tsundere side, but I definitely do see her Kuudere side as well.
Yeah.
She's like one of those mixtures. Um, so two uh just based off what I've seen on this list, I do have what I think is gonna be on the top one on this list. But the two I was referring to earlier, one of it is a show that um I think you did watch a little bit of, and that's Yukino from Origairu.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
First season.
I, mhm. So I thought I would have put her on my list. I don't think she'll be number one on this list. And another one for me is Shinjo Gahara from Monogatari series. She's kind of a tricky one because she kind of fits in Kudere, slight tsundere, and yandere category. So she's kind
Trifecta.
of bit of a yeah, she's kind of like a good mixture of all of them, but a few more come to my mind, but I mean, I think both of us will agree that first place might be free run.
Could it be Kaguya? Could it be?
Oh yeah, but that cover you showed me earlier was a trick, so maybe it won't be free run.
let's
Maybe that's why free run just stuck on my mind.
let's see it. I said it.
Oh, what? It is
I
Kaguya?
swear I didn't look before screen.
Mm,
When you
I don't know.
dude.
No, I'm joking.
Oh my gosh, I'm a beast. Um, but oh my gosh, I didn't expect this at all. But when you were
Yeah,
talking about
Boom's
all your
shocked.
characters, you were like kind of mean. I thought of Nagatoro-san at first, but
Oh,
then I was like,
yeah,
she
she's
can't be
more
number one, right?
yandere-ish.
And then I was literally
Yeah.
looking at your profile screen too. I was like,
Yeah.
what would she be classified as, right? Because she is
I'd
mean.
I'd put her yeah, I'd put her much more on the tsundere side. Um especially I mean it's the same thing like earlier like
A
Yukino I
Haden-san,
mentioned.
right?
She's like a mixture. Yeah. But like Yukino and Kaguya I love them both and I definitely put them more on the tsundere side, but they definitely do have quite a bit of kudere in them. Um especially like Kaguya is very she has like a she's like a coin, she really has like a front what she shows to the public side, and then when it comes to Shirogane she becomes much more kind of uh like opens up and gets super shy and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, Kudere does make sense, especially based off like public perception. She is definitely like an ice queen, with the Okawai Koto, um, her
Archery
lifeless
badassness.
and her lifeless eyes and everything like that. I mean, I am absolutely ecstatic to see Kage on this list. No complaints.
That's what I was about to say. I know you can't be mad.
Yeah, definitely not mad at all.
Yeah.
Top tier list to whoever made this.
I'm glad. I really do. I really love Kaguya the show. Love is War, right? I feel like it
Hmm.
gets it's a highly rated show, but it's sometimes never you never see Kaguya or Chika or any of the main ones really on a tier list or talked about that often. So it's clutch to see a win every once in a while because I feel like everyone thinks it's a really good show, so they always leave it off the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like Kaguya is one of those shows where people who watch it love it, but it a lot of times doesn't break that like
Gotcha.
next level barrier. Yeah.
It's like if
I
you
mean the
know, you
biggest part
know,
of Kaguya is
obviously.
like the yeah, exactly. And biggest part of Kaguya I feel like are the Chica memes. You can make an
That's
infinite
true.
amount of Chica memes, which is great. But yeah, I mean, glad to see. Always happy to see any kind of Kaguya related stuff. So
Any Kaguya love is good love, my friend. Boggs, another good one
amen.
today. I really thought the list was top heavy, top good ones, especially when it hit into top four, I believe. After that, it was
Hmm.
all ones we agreed on. You called a bunch of them. literally Mikasa and Robin, which is clutch. I lucked out.
You call number one.
I
So
lucked out. Thank you, Boggs, for that profile picture. But
yeah.
other than that, Boggs, anything to add? My takeaway from this is if a character is a Kuudere, you could justify it to be a Tsundere for sure, 100%. Some
Yeah.
characters, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say, even Mikasa, like you could justify it, right?
And yeah, and that's what's I feel like it's more a bit prominent unless like some kuderes like the one we saw in Angel Beats is like very just straightforward kudere, but you know, I definitely do like how a lot of characters are a good mix, you know, like um you could like argue for both, which is also a good one because if you're a fan of one archetype more than the other, you know, more room to kind of more room for stance to kind of fan over the character.
Yep. And then right before we do get off, Boggs, I do want to ask you a question. This was a female Kundere list. I just want to know your top male one. I'll tell you mine's right now. I'll tell you afterwards, or I can justify it. He's a beast. That's why I want to hear yours first, though.
You said what top male kudere?
Yeah, just one, just one. It could be biased, heavy.
Uh,
First one that comes to your mind, my man.
I'm blanking on his name, but I was thinking the main character from Kaichua Maid-sama. That's what I forgot his name, but
Ooh,
that guy.
You didn't pick the main one. It's got to be Vegeta. it's got to be Vegeta. Icy cool, but
Hey man, that is true. That is true.
But yeah, other than that, thank you for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know what your thoughts were about this list in the comments. Other than that, stay frosty and peace out.
Yep. See you, Boom. Thanks for having me.